Welcome back, boys. This week's episode of the After Party. I'm your host, Connor Maroney, and I've got me co-host here, Andy Hudson. How are you, brother? Mate, I've had a cunt of a week, a real cunt of a week. I've been moving out of my shithole apartment into my dad's garage, and as you can see, it looks like we're at like a nice little studio right now, but we're currently surrounded by my life.
Yeah, I can see that.
It looks like Ziggy the Bagman, but like we're inside.
This is all you've amassed over 25 years.
I saw Ziggy.
Bro, Ziggy is really the GOAT. Dude, I've asked someone, do you think Ziggy, for people that live in Brisbane, there's a guy that's been sitting under this tree, and if you've ever done...
in his own filth for 20 years.
If you've ever done religious studies and know about the Buddha, this motherfucker, I was convinced. I had this like hot take. I think I was Blaze or something. I drove past him. I was like, dude, is Ziggy the closest thing we have to the Buddha? Like, because even the backstory that people had, that he was like, used to be like a successful lawyer. Did you ever hear that?
There's so many rumors, like...
And then he gave it all up to...
Because he's like Russian or like Chechnyan or some shit.
Whatever it is.
I saw an interview with him and it was a tough lesson.
Yeah, bro, if you know shit about Buddha, that is literally the story of Buddha. Like he gave up all his wealth to go sit under a tree and just like figure out pure peace.
I don't think the Buddha... What was that sound?
Hold up.
Hello?
Oh, actually... Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, we are still rolling, boys. We just heard like a knock on the door. Andy's just run out of here for those that are listening. And I heard the dude say, I think it's Uber Eats. And he said, I've got your pizza. Oh, no. Michelle Bridges is bringing in temptation. Oh, no, now I'm getting a call. Fucking hell. Oh, no, dude. He's got the temptation. Oh, it's my poison as well. He's got the Hershey's cookie and a pepperoni pizza with anchovies. Oh, no, boys.
No, this is going to be... me.
No, that's for you.
Yeah, you're on a diet.
Yeah, good. So you're just going to eat this in front of me as temptation. I like it. That's rough. It's a good looking one as well. Holy shit.
Sponsored by Pizza Hut. Dude, that looks so fucking
I thought someone was just like about to break in or some shit. I thought it was like the cops or something.
And I knew it was coming.
Hey, you want a pizza?
Your face, you were like, what?
I was like, can we just get through a fucking podcast without something going on?
Am I having like a fucking episode where I'm just like hearing Pizza Man? Like, have I been on this diet for so long that I'm like hearing
you want a pizza
Hut in my head?
Well, first things first, we're going to get to this in a sec.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But let's finish Ziggy the Bagman, a whole theory. I will poke some holes in this because I don't think the Buddha would want to be rolling around in his own filth into one.
Yes, he does.
No.
Bro. That's the whole point of the Buddha.
He sits there clean in his robes under a tree and prays.
No.
Ziggy the Bagman's fucked up.
Yeah, in his own... No. The Buddha does do that. The whole thing is like you go through all this pain to realize peace. That's the Buddha.
Yeah, I think he's just a lazy cunt that doesn't want to fucking work and lives conveniently next to a Hungry Jack's.
Yeah, he does live very close to a Hungry Jack's. But you never see him not there. He never goes for a stroll to like ask for darts or like he's never like finding dumpers or anything. Like he's always under the tree.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe there are some legs to this.
And he's not like asking people for money. Like he's strictly just like sitting there like existing.
Yeah. One sec here. This episode, I just realised I don't need to clap. I nearly did it as well. Fucking this week's episode of the After Party podcast was brought to you by our proud sponsors, The Lad Collective, baby. Mate, we got on the piss with him all weekend, and mate, he's letting us know that we are fucking pushing out sheets. We're the Pablo Escobar of sheets right now, so I'm fucking keen to keep pumping them out. And just know as well, when you do fucking buy sheets, you are not only getting a pair of 6 sheets, you're fucking helping out the boys because we need as much help as we can fucking get. So, boys, the best thing about these things, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right tags to make them fucking easy as. You got a center piece in the middle as well, so your sheets are just like your fucking grandma's. They're good to go, baby. And look, fucking all I can say is You're a piece of shit without them. We're rolling into summer, dude. We're rolling into summer. You've been festering on your sheets for a fucking couple months now. I can tell. We can smell you through your shitty headphones. Clean your earpods as well, mate. But, mate, you need a fucking new pair of sheets and we can help you out with that. We can get $20 off your first order if you use the code AFP20. I repeat the code AFP20 to get $20 off your first order at checkout at the Lad Collective. Back to the pod.
We're leaving that in.
The trials and tribulations of having a fucking podcast in your mum's garage. We're not leaving that in. That was fucked. Anyway, yeah, look, dude. Okay, so I think I've got to open up about the diet this week. If we're going on Biggest Loser terms, let's say I had a fucking bad week, dude, because
you were in the CCTV
for one,
like, snacking.
I was the CCTV snacking because for one, I was moving all week.
Sure
So,
you don't want a piece?
bro, I want one so bad, dude. That looks like a cartoon pizza, bro. That looks like they've like cooked it.
It's like glowing. It's like cartoon steam lines of
That's
it.
fucked, bro. I'm not doing it. But I've been moving all week, so I haven't had any structure to my life. I haven't had any routine. I haven't been able to go grocery shopping. It's all dog shit, but now I should be able to get back. Not to mention Saturday night, you and me got on the Terps.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say Saturday night. It was just Saturday because
Saturday
I got
to
ahead of
Sunday
myself.
morning.
So there was a bit of a going away party for my roommates and me, even though I'm not leaving for fucking 3 weeks. But I decided like I was going away forever and I was on the vodka soda ands at what, 10?
We both were, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a bit more casual about it.
I blacked so hard. I blacked out hard. Like, I got cut off from the bar at 4:30 in the Arvo.
4:30 p.m.
It was absolutely disgusting, but also the calorie intake could not have been good. Okay, I'll give you
You were
this.
slamming beers.
I was slamming beers. Beers. That's what I'm saying. The calorie intake wasn't good. But I'll give you this.
It was so good.
My drunken state, I was blackout. I bought a packet of Tim Tams and a box of Shapes. Woke up the next morning, hadn't touched them.
That's good.
That's pretty wild. I don't know what my drunk body was doing. I can't tell you because I don't know.
But did you then proceed to fuck those snacks up?
No, Lods did.
You got them out? You didn't eat them?
I ate a couple. But that was the next day. I was so
What
fucked, mate.
flavoured
I hadn't
shapes
had
did you
like sustenance. Didn't eat that whole day as well.
Yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
a shit show.
You were cutting.
I was cutting. But so
And we had a sauna as well.
and a sauna.
So I think that's a break even, maybe.
Maybe. But what I will say is this. I think that this week I am hoping that I am the same as last
Break
week.
even. You're hoping
I
for
hope
0 piece.
I don't want to be over
Yeah.
or else it's going to get dicey. So I think
Yeah.
we should get the weigh-ins going.
There was
but
only a few times in Biggest Loser, and I watched every episode
Where they went over?
and it was huge.
It's a
bro.
big deal,
It
dude.
was huge. So just before we do, you don't want any of this.
I'm dropping the ducks again, bro. I need every
chill, bro.
I need every
every pound.
I need every gram I can get, dude. This is cooked. Hold on.
And you definitely don't want any bologna on the rocks.
I don't want the bologna on the rocks. And for those
You
that don't
do
know,
want it.
oh yeah, of course I want it. It's not about wants, it's needs at this point. And
oh, look at that.
show the camera that. So for those that don't know,
I think that was like the first piece of content we ever did.
yeah, bro.
She's cooking pizza.
Yeah, legit. One of the fucking the reason that I was spherical for so long was because of these, and it was the bologna on the rocks, as we call it, and it's pepperoni pizza with anchovies and aioli drizzle. You forgot that.
I did
for
forget
those
that, I
extra
apologize.
calories, and then the Hershey's cookie and cheesy garlic bread. But you're only one man; you can't eat all of that. So I'm pretty sure we worked it out. Like one day, me and Max, and I'm pretty sure it's like close to like 10,000 calories in like a sitting, dude. So, oh god, I want that thing. Okay.
Dude,
I'm
the
gonna-
guy, the look the guy gave me when I asked for anchovies, he's like, "Oh, okay, man, so you fucking sure?"
Did you order it in person?
Yeah, I went in.
Oh, so you went in and you said,
and I
deliver
timed it perfectly, bro. I timed it. I was like 6:45, I reckon. Just ballparked it, bang, right on the
So what
spot.
were we last week? 105.9? 105.9.
105.9. I'm fat as shit. All right. Yeah, 105.9. What? Bang. Dim, 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 dim. Dude, not bad. Bang, dude. That's nice.
105, baby.
105.
105. I was floating around 104s, and I was like, oh.
It's a comeback of the century.
You know, it's fucked. It's like last week when I was rewatching the pod, I was like, you're so right. Like, scales don't lie.
Yeah.
But it's fucked.
Like,
my first brain thought is like, let me have another go.
Yeah. And conveniently on the week that you got the score you wanted, you're like, no, dude, scales are fucking lock solid.
That's pretty fucked. I
reckon it's the sauna.
Down 900 grams, and I haven't worked out once.
Yep. Well, just keep doing what you're doing. I think you've earned yourself a bit of baloney on the
Oh, dude, I don't know. Well, it's going to cost me.
You definitely haven't.
No, I definitely don't deserve that at all. But you were telling me before that, because last week we were talking about punishments for the end goal. And so you've been revving this up to me, the Salvo, saying that you've got something that's going to fucking ruin my life if I don't hit target.
Oh, no. So
where are you at?
8.
You are 8.
Dude, whenever I get on the piss on the weekend, I lose so much weight because I'm not hungry when I'm rinsed.
Boop, boop,
Ooh,
boop.
fuck yes.
74.4. You got shoes and jeans on, but
yeah, still, dude.
Let's be real. We'll give it to you. You need every gram you can get. So let's get to this fucking punishment, dude.
But first, set a target.
Set a target. I think it was 95 kilos.
95 kilos.
95 kilos upon departure.
Is becoming more and more wildly impossible, I think.
10 kilos in 3 weeks. But this is also like I'm about to go bonkers.
Yeah. And also you get that final like boxing cut weigh-in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon I can get to 95. So I'm gonna hold myself to that.
All right, 95. All right, sweet. So I looked up the distance between, obviously I won't give the exact address, but between your address where you'll be living at the time and the airport. And it's 13.2 Ks. And I'm saying if you don't make weight, you're running to the airport or you're jogging to the airport or you're getting to the airport on foot.
To go to Canada?
Yep.
Bro,
but
what are we talking about here?
Your bags will be taken care of.
So no, dude. So I miss my flight.
Sorry, but you just got to leave like hours and hours before. Yes, right. It's like a 2-hour run.
This is one of the dumbest things that I've ever heard on the fucking pod.
I was talking to one of the fucking boys. They run 10Ks every day after work.
Yeah, do I look like I'm fucking running 10K? Also,
that's advice.
Bro, think about this. Traveling internationally. Think about every time you travel internationally, how stressful the whole process is.
Bro.
All of that.
Yes, bro.
Then what? Like, oh yeah, I missed my flight.
No, you're not going to miss your flight. You're going to be.
So what? I'm going to be fucking sweaty and dank at the fucking thing.
Yes.
No, you can give me 13 Ks at any other fucking time of life.
No, because it's perfect. You got to make it to the airport on foot.
There's no way.
Just make the weight and you don't have to worry about it.
Dude, I'm not like a fucking Logan Paul or some shit that can like be like, oh, this is fucking funny and then I miss my fucking flight. Oh, we'll just order the PJ. Like, no, dude. Like, I'm going to rock up at the fucking airport with my luggage just sitting there and then...
I'll drive it.
This is the stupidest shit ever. No, it's the best idea.
All right, well...
You can put it up to a fucking vote and everyone will agree with how idiotic it is. Well, no, of course everyone's going to vote for me to fucking do it.
It's fucking hilarious. But why I thought about it, why I think it's just so funny is the guy that sits next to you on this 13-hour flight to the US.
I'd be
like, bro, are you fucking serious, dude? You're soaking wet. You've just run 13 Ks midday in October in Queensland. And you're fucking fat as shit.
Yeah, bro. I mean, look, like, it does give me the drive to lose the weight. Don't get me wrong. It definitely does.
It's so doable.
But I just don't.
So doable.
Mate, think about it. If you were going overseas and I said this to you, you would laugh in my face.
I would lose the weight. If you say, all right, what do you want me to do? Put a challenge? Oh, run a fucking 3Ks around the field. Like, no, that's no stakes. There's no stakes in that. This is high stakes.
It's the most ridiculous stakes of all time. Right, yeah, we're calling in the higher power. That is
a fucking good punishment. That is a great, and because it's tied in with like the whole thing, you're meant to be losing weight and you're running to Canada. Your last effort to lose weight before Canada is you running to the airport.
We're calling in the all-seeing eye. Goigs, and I want to hear his fucking take on this bullshit. Stupid fucking idea. You say that to me while you're eating a fucking bologna on the rocks in front of my face. I'm starting to think I'm not getting anything out of this deal.
Anchovies fucking suck dick, bro.
Here we go.
Goigs.
My latest brother.
Mate.
My elitist brother.
Mate, my elitist brother. Bruh, guess you're going to hate the next thing I'm about to say. You're on the pod.
Say it.
Here we go.
Mate,
Hit me, boys.
so basically, right, fucking, you know that I've been trying to become the biggest loser. And
Yeah.
I weighed in at 105 tonight because I was moving all week, so there was no chance to lose the weight.
Drinking a Goigs.
No, there really wasn't any chance. I didn't give you much of a chance, to be fair. Sorry, mate.
Anyway, so basically Andy, right, has come up with a punishment for if I don't hit my target weight of 95 kilos before I leave, which is 3 weeks to lose 10 kilos. And I'm allowed to do a fighter's cut as well, where I can hit the sauna and that whole shit. But he's saying if I don't hit the 95 kilos, I'll just tell you this. He reckons that the punishment for me should be I have to run to the airport for my Canada flight.
It's 13Ks. It's 13Ks. Bags are taken care of. I'll be at the airport with your bags. And if it gets to the point, this is the bit that I forgot to tell you. If it gets to the point where it's like we give ourselves so much time, so time is not a problem. If it gets to the point where it's like, bro, I'm going to miss this flight, I come pick you up, I take you there.
Geeks, can you talk some sense into this, man? That this is the dumbest fucking idea in the world.
Best idea.
Look, that's pretty wild there, but I will preference this with saying that you did say to me the other day you've been walking to work. But keep in mind that you live in Bowen Hills at the moment. Bowen Hills, like some people walk to work when you're in the valley or Newstead even.
Yeah.
But Bowen Hills is a gross walk to work. So, I mean, you know, that's not a fun, that's not a fun little walk.
But
so
he's saying
you do have some experience of getting on the hike, I mean, at the moment at least.
I do, but in saying that, but Gigs, in saying that though, I'm moving to fucking Canada. The last thing I want to be thinking about is Forrest Gumping my way to the fucking airport.
I think it's hilarious. It's the funniest way to leave. And the guy...
Look, that would be really fucking funny. And also, it has to be shit because if you've thrown this out that you're the biggest loser and you can't lose 10K, like, I mean... You know, I'm here to help you. Like, we're all going to help you. Like, I've got the sauna. I'll offer it up. I'll be there, and I'll throw about 500 fucking paddles on this fucking rock.
I go just well.
You know I'm good for it. Like.
I just got a Pizza Hut bologna on the rocks delivered mid-pod to Ballones. We're doing the pod. We just see this like, hello.
He's eating in front of me.
Hello. Have your pizza.
You're just spitting in the face of the gods as well, like, you know. So someone needs to rein you in, and I think something's, you know, we should essentially put it to a poll. You know, we should have some options. We should have an A, B, C, or D of like really shit options. That
I like that. I like that.
All right, the airport one's the best.
That should be shortlisted, definitely. But I think
you can think of the other two.
Yeah, I'll have a bit of a think about a B and C maybe, and then I can just toss them up and let's put it.
But Ballones can think of the other two as well because it's like he either makes it way shitter and people are ultimately going to pick the worst for you.
Yeah.
So if you make two ones like fucking like eat a pepperoni pizza, then no one's going to give you that.
Exactly. You gotta even it out with some like equally as shit things.
Yeah.
Like
what about
it's got to be something.
What about 3 rounds with Hardman?
3 rounds with Hardman. Yeah. I mean, you were saying that you could take him.
I definitely could not take him.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, drunk. Yeah, I think on the weekend you had some other things to say, and we'll take it up with Hartman. But I think there's some there's some things on the table that.
But do you like the idea? Because I think it's a funny concect.
I don't mind the idea.
Your bags are taken care of. I'll have your bags there. I'll take a day of annual leave, and I can like drive along you, filming you driving to the airport.
Yeah, I'll drive. I'll drive as well. I'll go for an area run.
Yeah, exactly. And you can pull a
I'll drive
lifeline.
behind you. for content purposes.
Yeah.
I'll go live.
Just
So what am I going to be doing? Like running on the fucking highway, dude?
Yeah,
like,
It's hilarious.
yeah.
Sure.
yeah, hilarious for you guys. Fuck me. It sounds like
Get
I'm
your
doing.
runners on, mate. you should even go one step further. Is that if you think, fuck it, I'm just gonna have to tank it. Like I'm not gonna make the 10K. You should just get a Qantas Club fucking membership there, so that at least you can shower and get your fucking pills off before this flight. Like
For 22 hours of air travel.
So you can at least, because then at least by the time you've done, you've got all the endorphins. You're so keen, and you're just ready to sleep.
Yeah.
For 22 hours. You have a shower. You can do this well,
And one
wrap it up in a little bow.
Entertaining this.
And one caveat, you can get a Lime scooter at some point during it for 3Ks. For 3K. A 3K Lime scooter lifeline.
Oh, that's pretty clutch. That's pretty clutch. You can do the highway. You can do the highway stretch feasibly on the Lime scooter.
This is fucking bullshit, cunt. Rightio. We'll think about some things. We'll go to the chalkboard over the next couple of weeks and figure out what's going to be more. Yeah,
my guy.
We'll figure it out, bro.
Appreciate it, boys.
Also, little tip: do you reckon we got a chance over the Blacks tonight?
Well, put it this way: if we beat the All Blacks, I've actually already reserved tickets to Eden Park there because for next week, and I'm going to Eden Park next week if fucking we win. So there's a lot on the line.
Shit,
a lot on the line. I've already reserved tickets, mate. We're breaking the 40-year hoodoo at Eden Park. I'm just going to be there.
You're going to be there for it. Elite, Pinot Grigio in hand.
Be there or be square. Me and 50,000 All Blacks fans. And I'm going to see it.
You'll never come back, mate. You'll get the shit kicked out of you. Anyway, bro, we're going to get back to the more shit talk, but I'll talk to you later.
So, but
look, we can. I think that's the answer. We'll think about it because it's like the worst. It's like the worst thing you could do to me.
What?
I would rather you hit me with your car. There's the worst thing is okay, if that's the fucking penalty, what's my reward, bro? Because I
to be 95 kilos.
No, that's not enough. If you can cause hell to me, I want hell to come back on you.
Okay.
So get ready, bro, because guess what? The coin flip of this shit's going to not look good on your favors. And I will fucking dehydrate myself to the point that I need a liver transplant just to spite you.
It's a 10K run, dude. Some people do that every afternoon.
I understand some people do that, but they don't. No one's ever gone, hey, I'm moving to Canada for 6 months.
Exactly.
I'm going to run to the airport.
Exactly, dude.
Be a pioneer.
That'd be a fucking great vlog.
Be the fucking worst vlog. Anyway. Oh, God, that's already stressing me out.
It's a good idea. You just don't want it to be on you.
It's stressing me out.
On someone else, you'd be like, fuck, that's a great idea.
It's already stressing me out. Fuck this. Let's move on. I've lost 900 grams. I'm going to come in.
Keep it up.
I'm going to keep
10 more to go, and we don't even have to talk about this.
Yeah, fuck. I guess. I guess.
Boy, keep it
Anywho, rightio. Well, I guess we better get into our piss head with the footy problem. And this week, we've got a guy that we should have fucking taken care of a long time ago. And this guy in particular, I like him. I like him a lot.
No, I don't.
I would invite him over for beers.
Yeah.
I would, I get the fuck around him. He's no Wayne Carey fucking piece of shit glassing your misso. He could have, but anyway.
Piercy for me is that guy.
We haven't even announced it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
This week, if you just fucking heard, it's Mitchell Pearce.
Piercy for me is a guy that he's like your mate that you just, for me, that I have zero respect for and I shit on him constantly. But, I like the guy. Deep down, I like the guy. I'd never tell him that. I'd never say that to his face. I outwardly just am a dick to him. Every chance I get, I'll shit on him.
Is that just from a New South Wales perspective? Or?
Yeah, and he's just an easy guy to fucking pay out.
Yeah.
Bro. He's just a wrong place, wrong time.
To me, he's sort of exactly, wrong place, wrong time. That's how I feel with him. I feel like all these fuck-ups are usually culminated down to fuck. It's, you know what I mean? It's never it's not Matt Lodge break and enter. It's more someone films it and he's like, fuck.
But what's sick about this is I don't think he ever had the chance to not be on this list. So he's got a fucking pisshead with a footy problem Marvel-like origin story where it's like, if this was like, it's almost a narrative. Like, it almost seems written. Do you recall, who's the greatest pisshead with a footy problem of all time? In
our circle, Craig Gower.
Craig Gower.
Oh, he was with him.
Yes.
He was with him. Oh, no. He was the opposite.
Yes.
They hated each other.
Innocent 15-year-old. Innocent.
And so
never had a crown in his life.
To get a call back to that, if you want to understand what we're talking about, go check out our Craig Gower's Golf Day episode.
The origin of
basically, it was the day that Craig Gower completely wigged out at the golf course, fucked up everything, and the main thing that was really bad was he grabbed the ass of his Mitch Pearce's sister.
Yep, and then so Mitch Pearce stands up for his sister. At this time, Mitch Pearce was like an upstanding citizen, probably like a bit of a gold child.
A fresh footy player.
Prodigy, like this kid's going to be the next seven for the Blues. Like, he's so good. He's Wayne Pearce's son, who's like, it's literally almost like Batman. It's like Batman and fucking Craig Gower's the Joker too. And fucking Pearce is Bruce Wayne, just an innocent kid at this golf day. And fucking Gower starts like effectively like inappropriately touching Pearce's sister. So he, as an upstanding model citizen,
and also the NRL commissioner's fucking daughter.
Yeah, exactly. Stands up for him and then fucking gets tackled by Gower and chunded on, literally chunded on his face, and he's like, "Argh!" And then he just goes in the lab and becomes a pisshead with a footy problem. It was like Spider-Man how he got bit by the fucking,
yeah.
It's literally like a narrative, like.
Exactly. That was like that vomit on him was like Bruce Wayne's parents being killed, and now he's like, I'm ready to rock.
Yep.
That probably the toxicity from the crowns and the vomit hit his hit his skin. So he was just like sizzling up, dude. Craig Gower's vomit is so toxic that it went straight to his bloodstream and changed him forever.
Yeah, he's like, are you all right, Mitchell? You look different. He's like, give me a crown.
Somebody get me a fucking crown.
It's like, ding, ding. It's like, that's the start of the fucking Mitchell Pearce spin-off origin.
Rightio, but let's not act like he's a clean whistle here, because he is also a relative piece of shit. So let's start listing off his fucking convictions, I suppose.
Yep. So I reviewed it.
Look at you, mate. You're the NRL guy.
I was like,
you're the guy that claims that these guys are actual footy players.
I'll have to get the exact dates up, but I believe it was 2013. Mitchell Pearce, he was at some party and he was like trying to like, someone got this on film, which again is like pretty dog. Like, he was obviously just shit-faced at like a mate's party, and he was like trying to like, he like tried to like kiss this girl, and she's like, get the fuck off me, bro. Like, yuck, bro. You smell like crowns. Flicks him off. And then he's like, hey, fuck you, bitch. Grabs her dog, starts like humping the dog.
That's right.
Like, acting that he's like,
the dog fucker.
Yeah. So he's like fake banging this dog. And then the photo at the end of the night, he was like crawled up on her couch, like covered in his own piss. Probably a bit of the dog's piss as well. And the dog was like, fuck you, dude.
Just like pissing on him. What I will say is this. So far, I've got no problem with the fake dog fucking. Because it's a completely different story. If you fuck a dog, then like, look.
If you actually do it, if you
can't be the guy.
dog,
but if you're fucking got pants on and you pretend, it's not a good look. Don't get me wrong. It's not a good look.
It's not.
But was anyone hurt? No.
Bit of fun. And that's exactly what the pisshead with a footy problem is. It's like your mate that wigs out at a party. He's like trying to like go with the chick. She's like, fuck off, you weirdo. He's like, where's your dog? And then starts humming it and then passes out on the couch and pisses his pants. Like, that is the blueprint for pisshead with a footy problem. Like, never really like hurt anyone. Obviously, it was
I don't know, dude. Our last like 5 pisshead with a footy problem, so convicted criminals.
That's where we kind of went off on a bit of a.
We did. We're bringing the fun back. Yep. What I will say,
2016 Oz Day party.
What I will say in between, to put a little bookmark in this conversation, is Mitch Pearce is a dope footy player. I get the fuck around him, mate.
Yeah, fuck Mitch Pearce for me. But dude, he got fucking bodied for this, dude. So he basically snitched on himself. He was like, you know, this was fucked. Like, I need to fix myself. Like, admitted, you know, I have a problem with drinking. Like, all this stuff. I need to go to rehab. And then they find him He was given a $125,000 fine.
Is that the dog fucking fine?
Yes, with $50,000 being suspended for 2 years and an 8-match ban, and a 2 year with an 8-match ban. Yeah, bro, he got fucking
he got bent over.
Yeah.
The dog fucked him.
And like Gower's like literally shunted on this bloke. Like he's like, dude, I never had a chance. I fucking was like assaulted by Gower like 10 years ago, bro, and now I'm getting taken to the cleaners.
What I will say as well, it always happens with the pissheads with the footy problem is they always end up going like, I've got a problem.
Yeah,
I'm going to fix
right,
it.
yeah.
And I bet you the next story is going to prove that to be wrong.
Yeah.
But 100 G's, bro, that's a big chunk of your connie getting taken out. That's fucked. And an 8-match ban.
Yeah, dude, he got taken to the clean.
I remember it was a big deal at the time, but at the same, but now looking back on it, like, I don't see a problem.
Yeah.
He was wearing pants, like the whole, again, bad look, but is it?
But yeah, so, and then the other one was, this one was kind of, like, there was a string of just bad, that's why he's like, where he's kind of like, you can't hate the guy because he just got such bad luck. He went to, when the Roosters wanted to sign Cooper Cronk, he was there like starting halfback and they were just like, you gotta go. We got Cronk. And we got this joke that like fucking Cronk moved into Pierce's apartment or Pierce's house,
just took over his life,
like dating his wife, like, was like the stepdad to his kids, and then he got shipped down to Newcastle. This was then they were like the bottom of the table. They were like,
no,
all right, Pierce, get the fuck out. We got someone we actually like here, and he just got run out of town by Cooper Cronk, which. I mean, it's a tough beat for.
Yeah, that is rough. What I will say as well, fuck me, like I don't know much about league, but one of the hardest fandoms to be in would have to be the Newcastle Knights.
Yeah, it's
they've just since Joey Johns, they've just been in the shitter. Then they get Kalen, they're like, well, things about to change. No,
you suck again.
When he was
playing with the Knights, I got a funny story about Mitchell Pearce. So they were all out at Fridays. Like it wasn't even during the season; it was the off season. But they were all. It was like the whole Knights team at Fridays. We rocked up. I was pretty tanked, so I had like some Dutch courage. I was like feeling myself. See Mitchell Pearce. I'm like, bro, I'm always shitting on Mitchell Pearce behind his back. I kind of have to like say something to his face because otherwise I'm just like a bitch.
Yeah.
Go up to him. I'm like, hey, Mitch, I'm like a huge fan. I really like you. Like, you know, great guy, like blah, blah, blah. Fingers. And then I go up to him and I'm like, bro, like what? It's actually crazy that we've run into each other here. Because we have something like in common with each other that's like crazy that we bumped into each other. And he's like, yeah, what's that? And I was like, we've both never won an Origin series. And then he was just like, he just looked at me and he was like, come on, bro. Like, he wasn't even mad. He was like, bro, like, dude, like, come on, man. And I was like, fuck you, Bears. You fucking suck. Bodied him, dude.
The thing is, motorbike going by, but like, there's times where it's like, you know, where players like beat up a fan in a bar or whatever, and then like you're always like, oh, you dickhead, why'd you fucking hit that dude or whatever. If I was Mitch Pearce, I would have smashed my stone and wood over your face.
And he would have been in the right, but that's the thing. Mitch Pearce is a bitch, so he didn't do it. He was just disappointed.
Hey, come on, he ain't a bitch. He just likes to fuck dogs.
Wasn't that a female dog? Bitch?
Hey.
So by definition.
If he's fucking a bitch, then like, so are we, you know?
Yeah. But
yeah, just say.
But yeah, joke's on me because he did end up weaseling his way into an Origin series. He played like one game in the 2020 series. He like filled in for someone who's injured.
But I mean, at the time,
and still, like he had
was it a win? You know, like it was just like some rubbish.
He got 9 years of losing in Origin. The one year they won, they got rid of him, and he fucking
Speaking of that, actually, I keep fucking derailing this piss out with the footy problem, but I saw because obviously Dallin is about to fight. I think this weekend actually against Hodges and Hannon, and they're throwing barbs at each other now. And I always just see this one, like no one wants to watch this fight at all. They're going to sell like 20 pay-per-views.
Yeah.
But I saw Hodges and he was like, he's the worst captain, like Origin captain of all time. Like, sure. But Hodges, you're on like a menu of fighters that Gallen's about to beat the shit out of. You know what I mean? Like
that's all he's got. Really.
Like that chat for one. You're talking about footy. You're about to get into a ring.
Yep.
You only beat up fucking Jordan nothing Simi fucking
and some guy from the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. And so now, I don't know. I just hate that shot. I'm just like, shut up, Hodges. You're about to get your shit punched in, and then your teammates will be able to get his shit punched in as well.
I'd like to agree.
I love
is my favorite NRL player
since rugby's been over. I've had like a lot of time to reflect on Gallen. Love the cunt.
Yuck.
Love him, bro.
That guy.
Fuck
that guy.
Paul Gallen is the sickest cunt. I actually properly get around him.
Eat my nuts if he wants.
He's currently ranked number 4 in the heavyweight boxes in Australia right now.
Yeah.
Out of control.
What is there? 5 dudes?
Beat Mark Hunt.
Yeah, fucking Mark Hunt, the tomato can.
Don't call him that, dude.
No, I
do not call him that.
I don't want him.
Well, we don't know what Mark Hunt rolling up on our doorstep.
No, but I mean,
I'll have to call Gallen to get rid of him.
That version of Mark Hunt that he fought was obviously not Mark Hunt.
Yeah, of course, but it's fucking Paul Gallen.
Of Mark Hunt.
It's Paul Gallen, though. Like, what do you mean? Anyway, let's get to Mitch Pearce's other reckonings.
Oh, yeah. And then, so in 2020, he was engaged to his wife. And this is just another goes into, like, eat a dick, bro. Like, you don't even have to pay this guy out. He's just so down bad. He's just life is a series of L's. So he was, like, about to head to his wedding. It was the weekend of his wedding. And then it got called off due to him sending text messages of a sexual nature to a female Newcastle Knights member staff. Pierce's partner repeatedly had also seen the text. Pierce spoke to the media and they asked, why has it been postponed? And he said, it's COVID, mate, and it's private. So 2 things. It's COVID and it's private. It's like, well, which one is it, buddy?
You cheated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a great, like, I would be using that as well if some shit in 2020, that was the biggest excuse in the world. Like, oh, why didn't you show up to this? Like, it was my fucking thing on his birthday. Like, yeah, it's COVID. Like, you just pull that out.
Yeah. It is the best way to do it. But, oh, bro, getting left to the... Well, that's not really a term of... left at the altar because it's more like you fucking shat on the altar, dude.
He probably tells like girls that he's trying to pick up, like, I was like the Ted Mosby, like, I was left at the altar. It's like, yeah, for being a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, dude. Like, oh, bro, why would you be texting birds
on
the week of your wedding? It was COVID, and it was private.
It was private, and it was COVID. That's not even.
It wasn't a status. It was a private message.
It was a private message. And it was COVID. Like, that's what we're forgetting.
Oh, God. Also, like, this happens all the time. It happened with Ewan McKenzie when he was coaching for the Wallabies. There was an affair with him and one of the staff members.
Yeah.
If you get fucking hired at the footy club, don't fuck the players.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Because you work for the club. You want the best technically for the club.
Yeah. But like, also, you don't want to be, like, fucking rejecting them to their face. Like, it just says he was texting her. Like, we don't know the story because it was private and it was COVID. So we don't know the full story. But, like, you're also like, dude, you're married. Like, can you just maybe not text me and make me have to embarrass you and be like, fuck off, Piercy.
And
be funny if she did say,
fuck off, Piercy.
Fuck off, Piercy. I'm texting your wife right now. He texts her like 2 a.m. He's like, stop. And she's like, fuck off, Pierce. I'm with Cooper Cronk right now. You can fuck off. Cronk's like, dude, send it to his misso. This would be funny as fuck.
Oh, God. Old Piercy. The thing is with pissheads with a footy problem, where there's smoke, there's always fire.
Yeah, exactly.
And, let's be real.
Also,
COVID had nothing to do with it. Is he still with her?
I'm not sure. I don't believe so, no. Also, another
She's
update.
with Kronk?
Yeah, she's with Kronk right now, on a fucking yacht somewhere. But yeah, funny as shit thing. Shout out Wayne Carey. Great spin zone. He's a spin zone artist. He's been doing it for years. He has chose to not renew his contract with Channel 7. So he hasn't been cancelled. That was a decision he made because he got caught with a baggie of anti-inflammatory, nothing suspicious.
Nothing.
But he has decided now that he will not be renewing his contract. They didn't fire him. He's not renewing. And guess what they said? They were like, we wish Wayne all the best.
Oh my
We're gonna part ways with him. This guy, like, just shit
He's a
on him.
monster, bro.
Dude, it's chill if you're like, yeah, we got rid of that kind of. Have you seen his fucking rap sheet?
Oh, bro, I think we need to send a lengthy email to Channel 7 to come out with something because that's fucked, mate. I'm sick of this dude. So I fucking hate Wayne Carey.
He's a Teflon Don, dude. Nothing sticks. Like, he just fucking keeps getting away with his scandals.
He is just literally bouncing off him, dude.
The great spin zone. Shout out to the guy.
Honestly, he's figure skating through these scandals.
Yeah,
it's like thin ice, and he's just fucking sing. Oh, God. Anyway, we're going to mix it up this week and jump into a sport that we never talk about, and that is soccer.
Talking soccer.
As the actual soccer losers like to call it, football. But
football.
Yeah, I mean, it makes the most sense that it
does make the most sense, but also fuck off. It's soccer.
Let's be real. Anyway, so I was with Jesse Daly yesterday, who plays for the Raw, and he was telling me this story because he's got this fucking theory, right, that basically in 2006 World Cup, I believe in Germany, England were like the red hot fucking favourites, bro. They had David Beckham, they had Wayne Rooney, they had Peter Crouch, like all these like fucking sick cunts, and they were like red hot favourites to win the fucking.
Steven Gerrard, I think, was in the mix.
I think he was in the mix as well. And basically, bro, they went over there, and this is like the peak of them being like fucking rock stars. Like, I feel like now, obviously, they are, but they're like less in the public eye. Like, they're kind of a bit more professional about things.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, it was a bit more loosey-goosey.
Well, again, you said last week, 2000s. Like, that, it was the Wild West.
I wish I was in the 2000s. Always. But the thing was, right, so they go to Germany and they brought all their wives with them. They brought all the WAGs. And for dudes that don't really understand sport, WAGs is the term for wives and girlfriends of sport. And usually WAGs, they're not my fucking favourite. They're not the best people to have around. They're clout chasing thoughts for the most part. But, you know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great WAGs that are floating around. But if you identify as a WAG, you're definitely a bit of a piece of shit. Anyway, they brought all the fucking wives over, and these chicks were all like semi-famous in their own right. They were in like girl bands, whatever. Posh Spice was there, Beckham's Misso. And bro, basically the hotels were separated. So the boys were up in their own hotel. The girls were in another hotel. But they were in like the party district. And these chicks, the fucking girls, they went off their fucking rocker, mate. Like the whole time it was completely fucked. And there is a theory that England lost the World Cup because of this. So the media all flew. Not to worry about the fellas.
No.
Fuck the fellas.
No.
We're going to fucking sit tight with the WAGs and watch this shit fucking go
when the good
down.
shit happens.
Exactly, of course. So basically, one of the chicks went out one day, obviously with the hubby's credit card. They were all trying to outdo each other spending wise. One of the girls had, in 1 hour or in one night sitting, she bought 26 bottles of French champagne coming in at £22,000. Fucking Posh went out and spent £57,000 on a shopping spree. 2 of them were caught with photos of them doing bag.
Anti-inflammatories.
Anti-inflammatories, sorry. Of course. It was COVID. It was private. But yeah, no, 2 of them got caught doing rack. They're dancing on tables, everything, like just a shit show for the husbands. So then, get this, they start all like halfway through the trip, they all start turning on each other, and they all start like realizing the amount of clout that they are getting in fucking Us Weekly or whatever the fuck socials was at that time, MySpace or some shit. And basically like Posh and shit started going like leaving the girls out and trying to fuck them off so she could get more media attention by herself. So all these chicks are fighting, doing bag, spending all these boys' money, and they're trying to win a fucking World Cup. They're getting calls and shit.
Brazil on the weekend, like, fuck.
Bro, like Beckham is getting calls from Posh and shit going like, fucking Stacey, fucking just being a bitch and whatever. He's like, I'm trying to fucking win a World Cup, cunt. Like, get the fuck out of my grill. Ended up cooking it, getting kicked out in the quarters, I believe, by Portugal. And it was just an absolute shit show, dude.
Yeah, tough gig.
It's interesting because, like, these days, like, let's be real, WAGs aren't really the problem. It is the fucking players themselves. But everybody also knows, like, every gun player ever has had like a rock of a wife with them. You know what I mean? Like, they're meant to be the stability of the fucking shit show. If anything, the WAGs should be winning finals for their fucking boys. And these girls just went off their rocker.
The flip side of it. Yeah. They lost it for them.
They lost it for them. And the funny thing as well was, like, a couple of the dads of the players also staying at the same hotels.
As the boys or the girls?
The girls.
Yeah, I guess.
And they said it was the best holiday of their life. But my thought is this. When has a trip or... I guess you're not much of an athlete yourself, but when has like a trip or an occasion or a weekend or whatever been fucked up by the wags of society? As in just, I guess, the girls, the missos, the miso soups.
I mean, it happens a lot. Again, just as even as the boys fuck up a trip, you know, they fucking get in a fight with someone or whatever.
Exactly. It's 50-50 here. This isn't just aimed at the girls, but it's just what we're talking about here.
In this case, I have experienced a pretty bad beat at the hands of a former girlfriend of mine. What was meant to be a boys' trip, so it was New Year's Eve. I think it was New Year's Eve 2020. It was COVID. It was private. I think it was 2019.
Couple Annie and Flams.
Yeah, it was 2019, and so for the people that don't know, I now live up the coast at Sunshine Beach with my mum, who at the time was living there, but I was living in Brisbane. So I was like, dope. Everyone was going up to Noosa. We hadn't really organised something for New Year's. A bunch of boys were like, yep, can we come up and stay at yours? I was like, yep, that's fine. I had work on the 31st until 4 o'clock. So I was going to drive up with my girlfriend on the 31st, get stuck in, stay there for a week.
Yeah.
The boys were like, well, we don't have work until 4 p.m. Like, we all know your mum. Like, she's super chill. Like, can we go up there and, like, get stuck in and, like, so we don't have to get there at, like, 6 o'clock? It's like, yeah, that's fine. Fucking play on. Like, don't.
Cool. Go see Mrs. Hudson.
Yep. I get a text, like, halfway through work at, like, 12. The girlfriend's like, hey, I'm not feeling great. Like, I kind of feel a bit sick. I was like, oh, shit, that's not good. Oh, what the fuck? Like, all right, we'll see how you go. Like, let me know. And she calls me at like 3. She's like, nah, it's taking a turn for the worse. Like, I think I've got food poisoning. Like, I feel like real sick. And I was like, damn, fuck, that's not good.
What do I do?
Yeah, I was like, shit. So what? You don't reckon
got the devil on one shoulder going like shoot down the coast of the boys.
Yeah, I was even thinking.
Look after your girlfriend.
I was like, damn, that sucks because like, are you gonna be okay by yourself tonight? And she was like, no. You're staying, buddy. She's like, we're not going, and I was like,
oh, no,
I'm sorry. I'm going. Like, I feel fine. Like, my stomach's fine. I'm chill. Anyway.
It's also New Year's.
It's New Year's. She's like, no, you definitely cannot go. I was like, fuck. And it was kind of fair because I was like, if the roles were reversed, and especially the fact that the boys were staying at my house.
Yeah,
like,
that's...
They were already there.
Yeah.
Like,
they're in your crib.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I've kind of got to go up there. Like, and then she's like, no, you're not going. And I was like, if the roles were reversed, I would let you go and I would be like, go have a good time with your friends. But she also had a good point. She's like, if the roles were reversed, I would not go and I would stay home and take care of you.
Easier said than fucking done.
I was like, well, you're not in that position, are you? And then, so I inevitably ended up staying in Brisbane and I was pretty fucking off it. And it was like, because I'm a New Year's guy. I'm a big New Year's guy. People say it's overrated. I love New Year's. I get stuck in. And that New Year's, I was like, I went to bed before 11 o'clock, like just didn't speak.
So you didn't go?
No, I didn't go.
Did you make the call to the boys, like, get the fuck out of my mum's house?
No, I was like, bro, they had all their stuff there. I was like, there's a spare extra bed, like, fucking enjoy.
Oh, God, I reckon the misso should have just shut her parents at the coast.
And then by the time it was like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, she was like, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Oh, sounds like she just didn't want to go.
I was like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't want to shit on her. Like, she was feeling sick, but it was just a tough beat for me. Like, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Bro.
The moral of the story, I'm a good fucking guy. I stayed home, did the respectful thing.
I actually just remembered my Posh Spice moment, and it was sport related.
Yep.
Walking into Ballymore 2016, I believe, grand final. ready to fucking rock in the zone. Like on game day, I'm not really fucking running around like laughing, shaking hands, kissing babies. Like I want to get the fucking work, especially on a granny at Ballymore. It's a stiff in the air. You can feel it. As I'm walking in, the ex-miso soup runs up.
Damn.
And it's like, hey, and there was not like good terms on the ending of it, put it that way.
Yep.
And I was rocked in the game. I was thinking about it.
You threw
like
it off
she was
the
in
game?
the fucking stands, bro. I was just like, fuck this bitch. Like, can you just fucking leave me alone, cunt? Like,
yeah, was she there for a purpose of just to get in your head?
Probably watching some other fucking cunt play footy. Who knows these days? But
did you guys win?
We got the dub. You
won, yeah.
Actually, I played 2 grannies that day. One, lost one.
Oh, shit, I'll just say one, bud.
Oh, bro. Actually, that day, I remember we lost against, so I played reserve grade. Got the first reserve grade premiership in like 20 years. Fucking oath. How good. And then played prem grade after and went on for the last 20. I remember games like we're down by like 2 or some shit. Taniela Tupou goes over for a pilfer. What club
was he playing for?
Brothers.
Shit.
And so, bro, I'm like, okay, this motherfucker is going to be an immovable object.
Yep.
So I'm like, and it's the end of the game. This is the last play.
You need a turnover.
No, he's going
he's
for
trying
it.
to he's trying to turn.
And so I'm like, okay, I've got to have like, I had like a 20-meter run up, and I was like, I'm going to give every single bit of might in my body. Like, I'm just going to break my neck into this guy. Like, I'm going to come off second best, but it's going to work. It never, when I've done this, it never has not worked if I've gone like a billion miles an hour.
It's the red button.
It's the red button.
Yeah, okay.
Sprint.
Yeah.
Hit him, crumple, lose the game. He's a rock, bro.
So they got the penalty and
he got the pilfer and they won. Kicked it out and won.
Oh, okay. Fuck yeah, shit.
Taniela Tupou is a fucking immovable object, bro.
Yeah.
It was like I basically should have just sprinted into a fucking brick wall. It was fucked.
Mind you, he is the starting prop for the Wallabies now.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So it's like sometimes, you know, you're just going to let fucking it's Fugazi, it's Fugazi, it's
fuck. And that would have been when his like highlight reels were like, was that when he was like,
it was like 2 years after that. Yeah, it was full Tongan Thor shit. Yeah, all right. So I've got actually some more Nella stories that I'll tell over time, but yeah. Oh, well, the WAGs fuck it all up.
Some lose some.
But it is such a wild thing, though, when you realise, like, the World Cup, how much money and stakes and everything. Like, England World Cup, like, there's nothing bigger than that. And it got taken down by, like, partying bimbos, dude. It was completely wild.
I tried to look them up, and, like, they had all their profiles. It was literally, like, their name, like, fucking debut, like, fucking date of birth.
Of the Misos?
Yeah.
How much they spent. Because it was so recorded. Everyone was going, like, what the fuck is going on over there? Like, there was more press on the chicks than the players, which was just wild.
It was funny in one of the articles they called, I forgot her first name, but Mrs. Rooney or Miss Rooney at the time. His girlfriend called her like a chavette.
Oh, yuck.
A
chavette.
One of the girls called her a chavette and like she like fucking glassed them or something. Which is a chavette move. Like you kind of played right into their head.
Wayne.
They call me a fucking chavette.
Yeah. Do you not know who I am? I'm Mrs. Rooney.
Rooney's like,
I'm trying to fucking do some shit here. Anyway, sledges.
Yep.
Sledges, my man. So the best sledges in sport, I always try to research as much as I possibly can. And this week we're going to go strictly AFL. Strictly AFL. And we're going to open up with our boy Wayne Carey.
Back, baby.
Because one thing that... Stop doing that. One thing... fucking doing my head in. One thing I will say that we did neglect about Wayne is that prior to Gablet and shit, like in the 90s and early 2000s, he was considered the GOAT. So like prior to all his debauchery, he was a gun fucking footy player. And apparently he used to say this to to new players. Like when he would verse new players, he would like go up to the trainers in front of them and he'd be like, get me a footy record. I want to find out who this kid is. Just completely just going, I don't fucking even know. You're not even on my radar, bro. So Chris Judd, next one. Chris Judd used to play for the Eagles, I believe, West Coast.
Carlton.
And I think this must have been when he went to Carlton. So he finished in Carlton? Right, so he moved to Carlton, right?
Yep.
And it was the first game. So he played for 5 years for the Eagles.
With Benny Cousins.
Yes, with the Prince of Perth.
Yeah.
That could be a piss head with a footy problem.
Yeah.
Meth head with a footy problem. But anyway, so Chris Judd played 5 years for the Eagles, then transitioned to Carlton. First game against the Eagles. Goes out with a fuckload of strapping tape all over him.
He always had that. Right?
Yeah, a shitload of strapping tape.
Yeah.
And then Brett Jones had a go at him and he was like, what the fuck's a go with all the strapping tape, mate? Like, you're getting old or whatever. And he goes, mate, I've got it because I've been carrying you cunts for 5 years.
That's a fucking sledge.
Great fucking sledge, mate.
But
that was like, when you get bodied like that,
yeah.
You can't come back.
What was the one where it was like, he like set him up and he was like, he said something. He's like,
this one from last week.
Yeah. But it's basically like, it's not even like a serve, it's a return serve.
Yes.
That's the best one. Like he was like, how was my mum or something? And then he was like,
it was McGrath. McGrath. And he's like, how's your wife and my kids? And he's like, the wife's good, but the kids are retarded. Yeah. Great
serve
one.
Return. Serve
Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Think?
Oh, yeah. So Essendon's Mark McVeigh said to this Brisbane legend, Jonathan Brown, in response to Brown telling him he was going to eat him. And he said, are you going to use the same bowl you use when your mum cuts your hair?
Again, serve return. Dude.
Great serve return. Hold on. I feel we should.
Because you can think in the change rooms all these good ones, but then like you can't think.
You got to be on the cuff, off the cuff.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me have another look through this bad boy. I've got to sift through them. This absolute beauty from Steve Johnson was directed at Gold Coast Campbell Brown when the mercurial former Geelong star kicked 7 goals against the Suns. John was referring to the fact that Brown had front row seats to the Stevie. Oh, that's right. So he basically was like, went up to one of the players and he was like, wait, do you know if Brownie's got tickets? Does he have tickets? And he's like, what do you mean too? And he was like, Stevie J show. And then he was like, I accept cash or credit.
Yeah.
And then balled the fuck out.
Yeah. Who's Stevie J again? What's
Steve Johnson.
I remember him.
Played for Geelong.
Stevie J. Yeah.
Played for Geelong.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish with this one because this one, it's subtle, it's clean, and it would stick with you for a long time. So this was Dane Swan. And basically, they were pumping. Who were they pumping, bro? I can't see, but they were fucking smashing these cunts, bro. Yep. And basically goes up to one of the players, like sort of in the 4th quarter, and just goes, hey, mate, what time does training finish? Bodied, bro. Like, if you're already getting bummed, you're standing there next to that.
It's kind of a cheap shot because you're bodying them already. Like, it's like, dude, you need to, like, what am I going to say? Like, I can't really fucking.
Yeah. You're training. When does training finish? Dane's Orcos respond. Yeah. I hope your fucking house burns down. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, Orcs. Yeah, chill out, Zane. You fucking loser. Those boys have a huge game tomorrow night.
I will give it to Dorco. He's turned it around.
He has turned it around.
You had to. Like, that's the only thing he could do is go and fucking win some finals games because that otherwise that story would be like, is this the point that it all went wrong? Like, because they were red hot this season.
Brisbane win, bro. It would be so sick to see Brisbane another GF.
Yeah, it would. I'm not a big Lions guy, but I'll give credit. I'd like to see it.
You actually hate home teams.
No,
Andy said to me prior to this pod, Andy said prior to this pod, I was like, I want to finish this pod up as quick as we can fuck the kickoffs right now. The Wallabies versus All Blacks first Bladers game tonight. And he goes, fuck yeah, I actually might put a good bet on the All Blacks. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. You're a piece of shit. What are you going to bet against West, against UQ this week?
If the price is right, baby.
What I will say as well, big fucking game this weekend to everyone listening. You know I'm a UQ fucking local. They're my boys, and we are in the GF against West at the Corp this weekend. It is a huge game because UQ, obviously the big dogs on the block, we run the show and we have been doing so for a fucking long time, and we have a very worthy opponent, someone that has not hit the fucking GF, even final spots in, I dare say, fucking 15 years, and that is the West Bulldogs, and they are murdering it this year. They're the biggest team I've fucking seen floating around in Prem grade rugby ever, and I want to bring this live and direct as my prediction. They're going to choke. Ooh. And I know for a fact they're going to choke, dude. None of these dudes have been here before. They're going to wig the fuck out. Our boys are going to run over them, same as we did last year to Jeeps, and we're going to fucking bring the trophy back and do shieldies off the Doherty Shield. So good luck to the UQ boys this week, and bring that home for me so I can shove that thing up my ass and do a couple shieldies.
Fuck yeah. I'm taking West and the points plus 5.5. Bang.
If you
I used to play for West.
If you're keen to co-host a potty, let me know because I'm pretty keen to get rid of this cunt. He's fucking dog shit.
Well, it would be sick if we were there and I had my old West jersey on.
If you did that, I would have legal rights to beat the piss out of you, dude. That would be like...
I'd be good content.
As Eminem once said, take you on Jerry Springer and beat your ass legally. If you come in... we'd be the halftime show. Jerry. Oh, fuck. Do we have another topic? I can't remember. Are we getting the fuck out of here?
What's the time? I think the Wallabies are starting.
The Wallabies are starting, dude. Yeah. This is enough. Go listen to fucking Rogan or some shit. Fucking peace, boys. Potty's going to keep coming out. We're going to go hard very soon because I'm fucking off to old Canada. So we're going to pump out as much fucking shit as humanly possible. Yep. Please get the fuck around us as per usual, like you always do. Fucking recommend it to a friend. Get in our DMs. I know there's a few DMs rolling through for Pisshead with the Footy Problem Prospects, which we're going to hit next week. And I believe his name rhymes with Schmod Schmani.
Ooh,
yeah, the old
classic,
one of my favourites. I've done many a bubbler in my time. You've seen me do the bubbler, but I think we should bring it back. Anyway, fucking peace. See you, boys.
Yep.
Let's do a quick ad.